Today on the Celestial War.
I imagine you look around because otherwise you would get attacked. So you look around and you see a goblin on the end of this weird, wicked horn, like this, and he's on it. And it's just you see him, he goes, woo!
I shoot him as he starts exploding.
Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
We last left off where you guys refound Jacques. He's hurt, but he's with you. And the goblins have like a little goblin hole they ran into, and it's very small, and the only two people that can fit tracked them down and went inside there. If you're just joining, they're underground, they're in a goblin lair. It's a possible magical item could be on the floor that they need. The only the only two that are around to get it are there, and the other 4 or 5 are actually waiting outside this too small tunnel for them to get into. Okay, so let's real quickly, let's just roleplay the people outside waiting. Go ahead. And I will put in the music of the cave.
What's taking these guys so long?
Wait, Tony, did we see the lights?
Like they're dead in there, you know? Like we're gonna have to like find.
Do you see lights?
Tony, did we see the light from the staff?
No.
I mean,
okay.
They're still tied to the rope, so I imagine if we see the rope stop moving
the safety rope
for a long period of time,
right?
You know.
I'm holding the rope. Don't worry about that.
Maybe we can give a little
now.
tug and see if they respond.
Oh yeah, you can
I mean,
do that.
they
one
did
tug
just
for no and
like
2 tugs.
Yeah,
3 or 4
tugs
minutes
for
ago.
yes.
We just saw them burn like 20 goblins to death. So
So
I think they're
all
all right.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, you always worry. I thought it was.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I meant we felt the rope moving, so we know that they're moving. You're not here.
No, he's not with us.
Okay, so the 4 of you are waiting outside, and now we go back inside to the halfling into the gnome. You've just shot a rifle. You guys hear the rifle when you hear it echo around the cave, and you see the shaman just go right down. You know he's dead. Hit the floor. Now, perhaps if these were more intelligent creatures, they would protect the shaman more, like the Secret Service protecting the president. But the ones around him just go, "Meow!" And they all just run all different ways. And the Goblin Warrens is just mayhem of goblins running in all directions. Now, the rod or staff fell to the ground, shattered. You can hear the shatter, and the light just goes real bright. And then within like a second, calms down to like back to normal lighting, and you see the glimmer of something the size of like a very small pebble is near the body of the Goblin Shaman. That is about 50 or so feet away from you, and again, you're in like you're going into like a cross intersection, and there's wooden doors on the side that are not in great shape, and there are goblins running in every different way. They don't understand that you could tell they don't understand the shot came from a certain direction, and they just think that he's falling to the floor and a magical spell is cast everywhere. You could tell that like they're freaking out from that. Okay, so the 2 of you, what do you want to do?
Wait, the rod totally shattered?
Yes.
You're not there first.
All right. I'm going.
Go get it. I'll cover you.
I'm going for whatever's left
We'll
over there.
find out.
And I untie the rope for myself.
Okay, so I imagine you guys feel the rope get a little slack.
Well, you mean Dan? I mean, Hogar feels it.
Hogar feels it. Yes, you're holding the rope. So you feel like, uh-oh, it feels like he's not on anymore. But you don't know if it's good or bad or
We
what.
heard the shot.
You did hear the shot, and now the rope went slack.
I want to.
Great.
Are there?
You might think you won't think he's dead because you would feel the weight. So you don't know what happened.
Are there goblins running from like room to room here?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just
It's a
running.
French farce.
Thank you.
Well, I'll cover you.
Benny Hill.
All right, I make a break for whatever's left of the. I have my short sword drawn, and I will make a break for whatever's left of the rod.
and I'm ready to shoot at any goblins that try to accost him.
Okay, you run across. Welcome, Michelle and BJ. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, playing an adventure. It's very nerdy but exciting. So if you like adventures and interesting things, then watch.
And nerd.
What's up, B?
What's up, B? Okay,
What's up, Jay?
you run through. A couple of goblins like run into you and bump at you, but like they just don't care. They're freaking out. They think it's a magical spell, and they're in complete disarray. You're running through the goblin warrens, and you're like aiming with your rifle, trying to cover him, but they're not attacking him.
Good.
Okay? At least not yet. Okay, you run all the way over, and you see the little pebble is whatever it was on the ground. You see the goblin shaman that was just killed is basically bleeding on that area, very rudely, and and you see the pebble there is there next to the rod, and it's just a little tiny glowing crystal or
I
something.
want to scoop it up with one of my belt pouches. I don't want to actually touch the crystal itself.
Smart man. Okay.
Ah.
Okay. So you
I've
get,
interacted with this once before.
This guy.
you get a belt pouch out. You scoop it up, and you put it away.
Grab the holder for the rod.
Is it?
You don't hear
separate
that. It's just like, meh!
But I have seen that. Is there?
Yeah, he just
Well,
told
oh,
you.
it's right there
The
next to it. The staff's there.
Yeah. So like, yeah. If the rest of the staff is there too, I take that as well.
Okay.
So,
you
alright.
you pick it up. You know this. You know the rod, and it's not the rod.
That's not it.
Nope.
So it's something else.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like it, but it's not
I
it.
take it anyway.
There's no way.
Okay, you take it
There's no
as you get up, just so you know what you see. So you went. If I'm you guys in the beginning shooting it, you ran forward and then kind of just turned a little bit and picked up this pebble. You're looking forward. You see there's this massive stone door at the end that looks like it has been opened in a while, and everything around you is like food thrown anywhere, like bones of whatever animals these goblins were eating. It's just like a complete mess.
Does it look like a collector's door?
No, it does not look like a collector's door.
Okay.
And you see also, there's one door to the side that is the size of like a human, like a regular door. And you see a lot of the goblins in the area are protecting it. There's probably about 12 of them there. And they're the only ones at this point that are not freaking out. And they look at you and they see you pick it up and they're nervous about what you're going to do with the little thing that you picked up. But they're standing there at the door, not engaging you.
To defend myself, I want to see if I can like ward them off a little bit. I raise the rod like I'm gonna like cast something,
Okay, let's see their
and I
reactions.
start backing down the hallway.
They don't really show any fear. They're kind of already against the door, and they're literally just piled up like a concert against the stage.
Well,
They're just all against the door.
I do one of these and I just start withdrawing from the room back down the hall, and then once I'm in the hallway, I just
Okay. You back up. I imagine you look around because otherwise
Yeah.
you get attacked.
Yeah.
So you look around and you see a goblin on the end of this weird, wicked horn, like this, and he's on it. And it's just you see him. He goes,
I shoot him as he starts exploding.
He's not in your view sight. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh no.
And you see
There we go.
it. You see it goes out into like a window out to something. You're not really sure where it goes, but it's loud.
To the condos.
It's so loud.
Did we hear it also?
All the goblins in the condos. I want you to know what's happening.
Rondo goblins.
And you in the townhomes. And
Condominium goblins.
full run back towards
Okay.
Arky.
Goblominium, please.
Goblominiums.
Oh, wow.
TM.
You know what you're getting? 5 experience points.
Oh,
Cha-ching,
wow.
cha-ching.
Goblominiums.
Do we all hear the horn?
Well, I'm sorry,
outside?
David.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Yes, you all
Important.
you all hear the horn. It's very loud. It echoes right out. It's even loud, hurting your ears right there.
Run.
Yeah.
Run.
So that's just very super duper loud.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And
I knew it.
That doesn't sound like a good
you run
sound.
back. You get to Rob. What do you guys do? You're together.
Run.
I run.
More running.
Pull the rope. Pull the rope.
Okay, so let's continue. So you guys get together and then you run out, right?
Yes.
So you see them coming back. All of a sudden, there's like two little guys running through the goblin tunnel, and they come out to you. You're all together. Role play.
Left or right? Left or
What
right?
happened? What'd you get?
I hear it again.
What
I
is
got
that?
what's left of the crystal rod, but I don't think it's the rod that we were looking for. It's
Head
another
back
one.
towards the boat.
And
Yeah.
You turn around.
To the boat.
Got your attentions? You turn around, and all of a sudden you hear everybody starts shaking.
No.
And out of the wall in 3 spots
oh Jesus.
are these creatures that
Oh,
look like
Jesus.
very bug-like.
Oh Jesus.
And they think, where?
Are they big?
So one, well, We're gonna say 2 are on one side and 1 is on the other side, but all on your side of that cave. On like everybody's on a ledge right now, along like a cave wall, and there's a bridge. There's one bridge now going to another spire, and then a bridge off of that going to the other side of the cave. On your sides, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, is these creatures. So 3 of them burst out, and they seem to be looking around. Immediately see you, they start running over.
Can we get to a bridge before it looks like they get to us?
We're gonna roll initiative to see if that's possible. Let's go.
Hey.
Oh boy.
You.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, guys.
So I get a plus.
Ah, so did I.
I get a,
19. So I've got
I get a +8 to my initiative. So
Okay.
on top, no, I'm saying because I have that feat.
Okay.
That didn't really help much, but it's a.
Oh, Mister, look at me. I have a +8.
Well, yeah, but it's still pretty high. It's a 14 actually. It's a 16
Everyone
actually.
wants
I'm
the
sorry.
rods.
So true.
It's a 16.
16s. Okay, so we're gonna start at the top. You're above 20, so you actually go first, Togar. I imagine. Does your dexterity bring you above? What's your dex?
I'm at 23.
23. So you definitely go first.
So how far away are they?
I'll put them to make it easy for the math. We'll say they're 50 feet one way and 50 feet, about 50 feet the other way. The bridge is not that far away. The bridge is right there.
All right. I'm not gonna run ahead of everybody.
We
So there's one behind the bridge is like in front of you, right? The bridge is like right here, but then that way, maybe like I told you, like about 50 feet is one there, and the other 2 are behind.
We need to get to the pedestal.
Yeah. If
We gotta get to the middle.
Yeah.
So we can bottleneck them on the bridge.
We have to run. We cannot fight 3 of them.
I'm now gonna give you 6 seconds.
Come on.
Run.
Where do you run?
Let's go. I take off. I go.
Okay, you go over the bridge. Now he goes. He comes up and cuts off the second person at the bridge. And is that you? Who's
I go
2?
next in initiative, 21.
Okay, so you get up to the bridge and you run into him right there. And so he's gonna attack you.
Oh.
And the first one is
Wait,
just gonna.
isn't it my turn I get attack first?
He went. Oh, you went 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you just beat him to the bridge. I'm sorry. That's incorrect. So you beat
But
him.
he had a natural 20. I had it on that.
It doesn't
No,
make
it
a
doesn't matter.
difference.
It's
It's initiative.
Oh, okay. So, I get to go next then. I didn't
Yeah.
know
So
that.
you actually go. So right, you
I
slip
follow
right,
over.
right in front of him, and he comes up behind you. Who is after him?
Not
I'm
me.
last.
I am.
I think I'm
a
last.
6. I'm
I
a
am
16.
I'm a 9.
I have 2 too.
Yay!
So who's next?
16.
Is that you?
I don't know.
I have a 9.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's me.
that's you. Okay, Vin. So this thing stops at you, sees you, and attacks you.
Great.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
Okay, so
kill you in
Solve
one
the
shot.
he attacks you. I'm gonna give him 1 attack because he ran up on you, and he attacks with a 13.
That is a miss.
Okay, so you run right. It runs right up to you and claws right over your head. You duck and roll and dodge. Duck, dodge, dive, and dodge out of the way. Duck, div, dive, dodge, dodge. Okay, so you go
Aw,
next.
he died.
Do you want to get? You want to try to roll through and keep going, or no? You want to face him?
No, I am definitely going to try to roll through. 100%
You roll through. You attempt to roll through. Make a roll.
Oh, Lord.
A 20.
20. You absolutely roll through. You dodge him and turn it into a cool roll, and you get onto the bridge and continue. The other ones come from behind. Who is the last person? Do you have some 2s?
Yeah, we're both
of
2s.
us.
Both of you just roll again and to see who is in the back.
13.
15.
Me.
Okay, oh, no, not good. Okay, so one runs up to you, you turn around, it's a big bug. You freak out, and it rolls a 14 on you.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it comes up behind you and hits you. Hits you pretty hard. Get you right here. In the words of Luke Cordani, you didn't see that one coming.
No.
You take 8 damage.
Okay.
Oh my
It
god.
hits you pretty hard, pushes you forward.
That is bad.
And I said the other one's right behind it. We are now going to the next part of the group. So the rest of you actually can. Well, you have to try to dodge him or fight him. What do you want to do? So it's between Brooke.
I want to help.
You want to turn around? Okay.
I'm gonna turn around and attack that monster.
Okay, so I think Brooke goes first, right? Would you roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 9.
Okay, so
Initiative wise, yeah.
so what do you want to do?
I wanted to originally try to tie a rope and trip the monster, but
6 seconds.
I'm thinking maybe I should duck.
Okay, so just roll 20. This is basically a dex check. You're trying to get through. Go ahead. Add your dex.
Yeah, this. I can't find it.
13.
Acrobatics.
13.
13.
Okay, that's enough to get you around him. He's a very clunky
Clunky guy.
guy. A clunky Hulk. You're up. and you realize the creature is right on Tom, who's last in the party, who's a wizard, who's doesn't have a lot of hit points.
So I'm gonna help him out.
You turn around, and then you go to engage the creature.
All right, so I'm attacking the creature.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 15 plus. Sorry about that. I got it right here. It's 19 total. Sorry.
Hit.
Cool. And
So you crunch your axe onto this creature.
7 damage.
And do step down.
I have a sword I'm using. Actually.
A sword, sorry.
Yeah. I wish I had an axe.
You hit to it. Let's
I
see.
much prefer an axe.
Is that that's not the sword from the boat, is it?
Dolores says, "Take the magic. Take the magic."
Sword that I've had for
I think
a
she means
while.
the
yeah.
thing from before, which we took. Dolores, he took the magic. We're all good.
What I'm saying is it's not the one that he found, right?
No, it's not
Okay.
a special sword. No.
Okay, that's what
It's just a regular kind of.
Now you go. What do you want to do?
Run away.
Okay, so you
I
dodge.
disengage, yeah.
That's
Disengage. Okay, so
Sorry,
you
man.
disengage and then move. So you're fine. You don't draw any attack, and you keep going. Okay, so that is the end of the round. We go to the top of the lineup, which was Dan. You're now leading just about everybody over except for Damien's character, the dwarf, and the elf, Tom's character. What do you want to do? You continue or no?
How far is the bridge?
The bridge is, I think is around like 100 feet.
Away?
No, long.
Oh.
The bridge is 100 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
And I still have the long rope.
So you can finish it this round because you were right there and you started your run and you run a lot. So actually, you slow down because the bridge is not an easy terrain. So you're about running at half speed. So this round you can finish the bridge.
All right, I got people behind me running.
Yeah.
Too, right? Yeah. All right, I keep going across the bridge.
Okay, you make it to the other side of the bridge, and then you're following right after.
Yeah, I run as far as I can.
Okay, so that creature you guys will slip by is going to have two ways to go. Either to Damien, which would be really bad, and that would sandwich him in. That would be bad, a pinch your attack. Or he's going to go after the last person on who ran up there, which I think is Brooke. So let's see which way he goes. 1, 2, he goes to Damien. 3, 4, he goes to Brooke. Damien.
Oh.
So he turns around and runs up behind Damien. And he probably misses. I rolled 8. 4 plus an 8, 12.
Miss.
Okay, he comes up behind you. You put the sword up. You block it. And you guys see Damien is in like an epic duel with 2 of these things.
Where's the third one?
The third one's behind the other one, just kind of like
So
idling.
now,
Okay.
so is there anyone blocking the bridge now?
No, because
No.
moved away.
Well, there's one. For Damien, there is. For you guys, you're clear.
Right.
Well, all right. Before he was just standing in front of the bridge. We had to get past him.
Right, and now he saw you on the bridge, and he decided to go for the one that stayed.
So that bridge is open.
So it's kind of.
Technically, it's open if you want to. But if you're going back to the boat, you're free. If you're going
No,
to...
I'm asking for their sake. If they're on the other side of the bridge.
No, they're all with you. They're on the bridge with you, except for Damien.
And me. I didn't get.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just. Oh no, but you disengage
He
by.
disengaged,
You have to make
so-
another roll for me. You make a dex check.
8.
8, and what's your dex?
0.
0, so it's an 8. Okay, so actually, I'm going to change this
Straight 8.
real quick. So it should have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do it between 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he does not attack you.
Oh no.
That hit goes onto you, and that was a 12, I think. Is it 8 plus a 4?
Still misses.
12. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
12.
so he goes up to you. He gets up out of the
Oh, I
way.
thought we did.
You just duck like out of the way, and you both are in there. I forgot. Almost made that mistake. You guys are the elf and the dwarf are both trapped between 2 of the guys on the outside, and there's an extra guy just waiting to get in there. Okay, so now you went to the edge. You went to the middle spire, away from you. Crossed the bridge. You are crossing the bridge as well. The next up is, I believe, is you. You're crossing the bridge also.
Yeah, but does one of them have its back to us?
One does, yes.
Yeah, it should.
I turn around and I go to help him. If the one that's got its back is fighting him,
You run all the way back.
well,
No, he attacked him, I think, right? Because the
Me.
one that.
Yeah.
which is the
Yeah.
one that's closest to the
Yeah.
bridge?
The one I just
The one
attacked.
that
The
attacked.
one that
Yeah.
attacked him. Yeah.
The
That
okay.
Attacked Finn.
All right.
You
So
could move to him and do an attack if
I'm
you want
I'm not gonna move. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a dagger and I'm gonna throw a
Oh,
dagger.
great.
to. Okay.
All right.
This always goes well.
No, I actually
Great. You know,
relax. Relax.
Rob.
Just throw a dagger.
the
in
bane
my
of this
direction.
quest.
That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
He's not shooting.
And try to get it to like pay attention to me. I want it to come over the bridge. I want it to chase me over the bridge. Is basically what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you're basically doing. I'll give you an intimidation roll because you're trying to like draw its attention.
Yeah, which ain't gonna.
So
All right.
take your
So
flare.
let me do my attack first.
Yeah, do your attack.
A
That's just great. Great idea.
Hit.
20. Yes. Okay. All right, and then I'll do the intimidation check.
Okay, you throw the dagger. If you roll maxed, what do you got for your damage?
It do
It's a
damage
D4.
first.
It's a D4.
Maybe this guy's.
If you roll,
really
give me
good
a,
at this.
roll a
Previous
4 in
bout.
damage, and instantly he'll be after you.
Well, it's a 6 damage. I
Okay,
give him.
6 damage. So that's plus a 7 from me, 4. It's 13. Got that.
Right.
And do your intimidation.
A 20.
Okay. So you hit him.
It's
You
only
hit.
skill
These
checks.
sick-
It's
no,
only skill
seriously.
checks.
And what do you say?
Checks
What do you say in
save
halfling
throws.
voice to get his attention? Which worked.
Come over here, you big ugly bug monster thing! Get the. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what that's
Nobody
called.
calls me ugly
Looks like
monster
a dung
thing.
beetle.
I'm a handsome
Do I know what it's
monster
called?
thing.
He turns around and goes,
handsome.
and you see his eyes are like, and they start spinning. It doesn't do anything to you if you're too far away.
Thank God.
But he turns around like he's gonna make his
Yeah.
way to you now.
Okay.
Drew Neri, what's up, Drew? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome to
Can I
the
take my-
stream.
What up, Drew?
Can I take my movement action too? And run?
Oh,
Because I
you-
didn't move. I just stood. I turned.
I'm gonna say no because you threw a dagger and you spent time to try to track him.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's done. You are up, and you're right next to Vin. You just pass Vin, or do you do something else?
I passed Vin.
Okay, you run off. You get to the spire in the middle. Next up is Damien.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one behind me got distracted. I kind of probably sensed that, right? A little bit, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then I got 2 in front of me, or
Yeah.
But only one in combat
one's
with
like
you.
right.
Right.
I'm in
The other
combat.
one can't get around him.
Okay.
He's just like antsy, like behind him.
All right. All right. I yell
So now I have no daggers.
to you to run. I go run, and then I attack the one right in front of me again.
Oh, you tell him to run. Okay.
Yeah, I tell
Go
him
ahead.
to run.
Make that roll.
All right, that's a 10.
10 total. You
10
miss.
total, yeah.
Okay, you attack it. The thing actually blocks it with like his forearms. It's like, and you're like Jesus Christ.
Now, can I also then try to move?
So if you could either disengage or attack, they're the same thing. It's one or the other. So if you want to run, you can, but he will get a free attack on you. Not to say that might be the worst thing in the world,
But I
but
can still run now or no?
you could do it. He'll get a free attack.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
So you bolt.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I rolled a 3 plus an 8, 11, which I know is a miss on
That's
you.
a miss.
Oh.
So you dodge a thing, you roll your dwarven body out of the way, you grab your beard, and you run. And you run right by Tom. And if you're gonna try to run, you have to try to run by this
I
guy.
don't want to like.
Which way are you guys going?
Can
me
I
a-
like, grab him or something? Can I like? No.
Oh, he goes next actually, so you could do it. I'll tell you what, you can
Because
both.
I yelled at him run, so I kind of want to like.
I'll tell you what, you can both roll together and kind of zoom by him, and maybe even either push him or zip by. I'll give you both advantage on the roll because you're combining
I wanna
together.
Help him and get us
Yeah.
both out of there.
Okay. 11.
On
Oh,
what?
dexterity
Ooh,
check?
I rolled.
His dexterity, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. 20, unnatural.
And you got advantage to roll again to see if you get any better. And then I'll tell you
yeah.
what happens.
11.
Exactly the same thing. Okay. Okay, so you got the 20. You do not push him off the ledge, but you kind of disrupt him. He doesn't get a clear attack on you. I am going to give him 1 attack on you because you just clear out running. And that's going to be a hit. I roll a 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Damn.
I might go out.
Damn.
6.
I am at 0.
Okay, so you get him across. Tom goes unconscious. He's past the guy, goes out, and like you got him though because you guys
Yeah,
were basically
Tom?
you basically
Tom.
you basically were locked together already.
He's light.
I am light.
Yeah.
I can carry him. No.
Well, you're
problem.
very strong. You have a lot of constitution, right?
Yeah.
What's your
I
strength and
have
constitution?
advantage on Constitution actually. My strength is a +4 and my Constitution is a +3.
Okay, give me a dexterity check of 10.
Dex? Really?
Yeah. If you, it's only good if you make it. There's no real penalty.
didn't make it.
Okay, so I was gonna say you swing him up like right onto your shoulder like he's up there, but so you just dragging him with like locked, like you're taking a girl down the aisle at a wedding. You just like dragging him in.
Don't want to go. I'm picturing like
Now we finished the lineup, I believe.
Yeah.
You went unconscious at 0. You're stable at least.
Yeah.
And now we're at the top, which is Hogar. You're in the spire in the middle.
Oh boy.
You guys cross the bridge to it, and there's one more bridge to go to the other side. Do you want to continue or no?
Is everybody with us? Is everybody together now?
No.
No. So
still on the
raise your
bridge.
hands if you're over. Dan is over. Vin is not. Brooke is over. Rob is over. So he's on the bridge. He's unconscious with Damien, who is probably getting on the bridge right now.
Is there a bug between
Oh, so there's a
me?
No.
There's not.
No, they're behind him. They got past him.
Oh, he got past the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
he
I
was
misunderstood
fleeing,
that.
and he combined them together. He just bull rushed him
I
to go right
I
by.
misunderstood that.
All right,
actually
so-
bashed me on the head as I ran past.
I see them coming onto the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the things
Alright.
behind him, you know the things about to chase him.
All right,
And you know he's unconscious. You can see it.
I go to meet them in the middle.
Okay. So.
I want to take Tom from Damien.
Okay, you can't do it this round.
Yeah.
If you motion to him, he can pass off when he goes, but you can only get so far. You get by halfway, a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way over there. Do you stay, or what do you do?
I'm gonna take a shot at the Umber Hope.
Okay, there you go. The rifleman. Pull out the rifle.
Right behind
my God.
Damien.
Yeah, go for the
Try
one. Yeah.
not to shoot at me.
Why don't you close your eyes this time, Rob?
14.
14. That is a miss, unfortunately. He goes ping, and hits off the wall. Okay, so the shot just ricochets off. Nothing happens, unfortunately.
I could wait.
The bad guy goes up. The Umber Hulk runs up behind and goes to attack it from the back.
Great.
And that's probably a hit. 23.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Ugh, he hit you for, what was the plus again?
Yeah.
He hit you for 12.
Oh.
Could have been you.
Yeah.
Hit you for 6.
That would have been an instant kill.
So he hits you and claws you like pretty bad in the back. You see him scream like ah, and he's like still holding on to. Let's make a Constitution check. Give me again a 10. That's gonna hold Tom.
I got advantage. I made it anyway.
Okay. Okay. So he takes a you see it because you have the perfect view to see the pain. It's bad hit, but he still manages to hold on to Tom. You're like, good job. Do a good job. So the other Umber Hulks group up behind it and get to the kind of the bridge. They're kind of just like waiting.
Great.
And now we go to the next person, which is Vinny. What do you want to do?
I turn tail and run back.
You run to
towards
the middle spire in a huge this whole cavern.
And
you run to the middle spire.
I want to start working on the levers to pull the bridge if these things walk on it.
It's not leverage, just rope that pulls.
Yeah, but
flattens
I
everything.
thought we like.
But you can't do it by yourself. You remember?
I know.
Yeah, you can disarm it, but you can't actually pull it.
Well, good.
So when you get there, you see that and remember that, so you don't have to waste your time.
He's preparing.
I start preparing.
Stop preparing. You're always preparing.
Just go.
That's what I do.
Okay, so so you check it out and you're up.
Can they hear me if I sing to heal them? If I do a healing song?
You're on the spire still, right?
Yeah. I'm a Hogar.
Did I give you a range on that? Or just to be heard.
Oh, you didn't give me a range.
It says earshot.
Okay. So
Where?
yes.
Okay. So I sing and I
Give me
heal.
5 seconds of singing.
Okay,
that's enough.
Once you get the prop,
She's like, can't. Once you get the broth, get out of here.
So make sure you guys perk up, you know?
All right.
So everyone's okay.
What does that give us? What do we get? Some.
Okay, so she sings.
You guys, yeah.
Roll your healing and see what you get.
big money. Come on now.
13.
No, that's the wrong
No,
guy.
Oh, too bad.
That would be
That would
nice.
have been amazing.
3.
3 better than 0.
You're up to 3. That's it. So Tom wakes up and does not have to be carried anymore. So
Hey.
you feel like a little tingle, a Peter tingle.
It's not Peter Tingle.
Peter Parker tingle.
A Peter Tingle.
Oh. Aunt May calls it Peter Tingle.
That's
It's like, Mom, is that Aunt May, is that a Peter Tingle? You feel some Brooke tingle, and it gives you some healing.
Abyssia Tingle.
Okay, Abyssia
Don't
tingle.
bring me into that. I'm a married Brooke's a married woman.
Okay, sorry.
Not when it comes to Lou, of course, but.
Okay. So you sing your song. Tom, you start walking yourself. You're like, well, thank God. And like you feel your back is in much pain and actually hit you through the armor, and that kind of hurt.
Ouch.
So you guys are running across. The next person to go is actually Damien. You continue the run.
Yeah.
Tom, you get on. You walk on your feet and you're running. And now I'd imagine you stop and get ready to turn back. When you finish your round, you kind of just wait there and you see the creatures are coming up. But you go first, so you can wait for the creature, or you can start to run back.
I want them to pass me, and I want to run behind them when they pass me.
Okay, so they pass you. You went at the end. You're running, so they're past you already. So you can just start making your way back.
All right, yeah, then I go back.
Okay, you make your way across. Next person up is actually them. They start running. All 3 of them are on the bridge this round, between halfway and less than that.
Pull them.
And
we gotta get to the
Rob, you're up.
Hold them.
Okay, I'll take another shot at the.
By the way, if you do tank all 3 of them, you're gonna get a lot of experience points for this.
Pull them.
Okay, I
ropes.
shoot at the closest one again.
Okay.
Come on.
10.
No good.
Not my day.
Things go flying everywhere.
Nice.
Random bullet. No. Dan, roll a d20 and a d4. No, I'm just kidding. See, I didn't make your roll. Just joking.
Wow.
You're alive. It's okay. We can make jokes now.
Whatever.
You run back. The guy starts running across. You shot a rifle at him, and now next up is Finn. What do you want to do?
I'm just waiting for them to get across the bridge so I can start pulling on a rope.
Okay, who's across the bridge now?
I think you said. Well, I mean,
He's busy.
I don't know.
You're just gonna get there now. If you sang last round, right?
Yeah, I was at the spire.
no, we're.
Oh no, you're there, right?
They're already there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was there.
I was the last one to cross the bridge.
Right. So
Yeah.
so you go now. Everyone's crossed. He's down there on the rope. You could help him now.
I can help Vinny.
Remember the trap?
Oh,
so the
trap.
goblin set up a
Pull the
trap
trap, yeah,
where
alright.
if you pull both sides of the rope, it'll flip everything.
We're getting ready to pull it.
Okay,
We're off
we're getting
the
ready
bridge.
to pull it.
So you need. He can't do it by himself. You could do it with him.
We're
Okay.
all off the bridge.
No, we're not. Dan's still on the bridge.
He was the first one to go this round to get off the bridge.
I came across, right?
Right. Yeah, you came across.
So everybody's off?
Yeah, because Dan off. Luckily, Dan only ran halfway. He ran halfway back.
Okay, so if everybody's off, we're pulling these
It's
ropes.
you and I. Okay.
But you need someone else to pull. So Damien could do it. You get there.
I'll help. Yeah, sure.
You're pretty
Wait,
strong. So
are the monsters crossing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all.
Yeah, that's why we gotta pull.
Yeah.
Wait,
You didn't see the sign,
we're missing
monsters
somebody.
crossing?
Hold on. We're
Oh,
missing
Jock! Oh my God! We're not even role playing. Jock's already back because Jock's hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, the second he saw anybody, he would have left. So
I think he stayed. Honestly, he was at the bridge at the end of the last. Like he
Yeah,
didn't
he
come
was.
away from the
he
bridge.
kind of chilled around the whole area
Yeah.
because he was like, I'm hurt.
Because he was tired.
So obviously, so Jacques will say he was on the spire the whole time, just waiting there. So he also would help you with the rope, but he's
I
like,
rolled a
he's still really hurt.
Natural 20 on the rope pull.
Oh Jesus, okay.
Yeah, but when I sang, that would have.
Oh, you would have healed Jacques for 3. I could actually put that in there. I might have his.
Because I was right there.
Okay, go ahead. So you made your roll.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
All right.
17.
Nice.
That's enough already, but
Five.
roll. Okay. you grab it and she pulls and you just go with it.
I'm the idea guy.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm the idea guy.
Strength checks aren't my thing. Ask me to kill goblins and,
Oh my god.
I'm the idea guy.
do that.
That was cute how you tried to help.
Okay, you went for a ride, a rope ride.
Yeah. His feet actually come
His
off.
feet are like
Yeah,
hanging.
exactly.
Okay, these things have claws. They're not very intelligent.
Yes.
One of them stops and you see him look at you, and his eyes start swirling, and like you look at it, and you're like, what's he doing? And you feel like something's about to happen, and at the same time, you pull the ropes, and Jacques like, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. It's trying to go with my mind. And all of a sudden they go, and they fall down.
God, this is happening.
Wow.
You can immediately take 150 just for that,
Oh my god.
because you got all 3.
That's
So you guys get to the middle of the spire. Jacques sits back down and is like, "Oh, thank God! I did not want a bug to eat my brain today." And he smokes a cigarette. Jesus Christ!
Usually eat your brain.
He says his eyes were swirling. He's going to eat my brain or something.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It felt like my brain was going to be
Did you
eaten.
know what these were?
Yeah, but I don't know the. You know.
Well, if you know what they are, I mean, you should know what they're doing.
I know.
You know they
it
do-
this way. I know what a tiger is too, but I don't know all the things a tiger can do.
A tiger
Okay,
can
we'll
eat you.
say you're not familiar. You're
Extremely sharp claws, and it will eat you.
And teeth.
from this exchange, you know something is up with their eyes. You don't know if it's magical, whatever, but they were doing something, and you don't like it.
Right. I mean,
it
So
makes him nauseous.
you guys get into the spire, and as you get there, just about like a moment afterwards, you see a bunch of goblins come out, and they're all there. It's the ones that you saw with the spears that were against the wall, and you see they're all like standing there, and they all come out, and all of a sudden you see something kind of sliver out and kind of stand up,
no.
and it's a mind flayer.
No way.
And he's like, and mind flayer is, for those of you that don't know, is basically looks like a wizard / squid, which is the most interesting combination.
We just went from
Now,
bad
this
to
is on the other side of the
extremely
bridge
worse.
that we just dropped, right?
High five.
Yeah, that bridge is
Weirdness.
that bridge is it has all the things sitting down.
Came
The ropes
out
are up.
from where we were. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
right. The
Okay.
ropes are up and everything, but the bridge is not
Right.
walkable. You'd have to
Right,
really
right.
walk slowly over it.
Run.
You don't know if that matters though. So he's just sitting there like looking at you, and he has like a staff.
Wow.
He did some kind of transformation polymorph to get on the other side, and just rose up, and you see all the goblins are like look at you, and it's very much like in Game of Thrones. Where he's just like. No, he doesn't do that. He just kind of looks at you like deadpan. All the goblins are very calm, just like looking at you, and he seems like they're under his control.
Oh god. All right.
Exit.
Cool.
Stage right. Let's go.
Every-
Look at him. He might be able to.
You all run. You start to hear some weird squid voice in your brain. Everyone roll a d20, and if you roll a 1,
No.
squid brain is going to happen. That thing is gonna get into your brain.
20.
Natural 20.
High five.
Nice.
10.
Okay, 15.
8.
I will not make the 2-1 joke. Rob rolled 11. Okay, so everyone's fine. You hear this, like, and you're like, oh my god, you just get away from it. And Jacques screaming, I told you, Squid Brain! You guys run to the other side, out of range, and you run right down the whole thing. You guys have run these things and jogged these things and walked these things so many times. It will not make you have to walk any more dexterity saves. You're getting pretty good at it. You're even walking over the same ones. You come over that little jump. Once again, just don't roll a 1. That's even easier than last time. Just don't roll a 1 over the jump, and you're fine. I know you hate these anyway.
5. Okay.
18.
I'm
19.
good. 2.
Oh, damn.
9.
2 is as good as 20.
And Jacques.
Yeah, that's right.
Jacques rolled a 12. You guys jump across. You run to the other side. You get to the other side, and you have all your ropes together, which I will assume that we're fine. You're still on you in different places. And you guys get to the top, and you're above the boat. And you see the boat is just like kicking around in the water and basically undisturbed.
But now the problem is the boat is at a giant sinkhole, right?
The second you pull that rope off the,
We're going
It'll go down the hole.
yeah, you can't. There's no way you're paddling against that. You know that. Your choices are
Down.
waterfall
Or
Mind
down.
flare. Sinkhole.
or waterfall. No, I mean you could try to escape up back the way you came up to Anwar, but you know it's very dangerous, and you're pretty sure that you're the only one that would even have a decent chance of making it, unless you are ready.
And our goal
And the rook
is
is
still
there.
down to find the rock.
Yeah, we still need to find the rock.
Yeah, but I'm not
That's why
keen
we're
on
here.
jumping into a giant black hole.
We did it once.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't think it was going to be easy, did you?
No, well, no, but
No,
but we also had a pilot and a captain for this boat the last time we did it.
Well, we have Jacques. Does Jacques
The
know anything
captain
about
was
pilots?
not our friend.
I'm the captain now.
So let's go.
I think the river is going to be the captain.
The river will be the captain. I would.
Is this just like a waterfall that goes into this hole? Like it's just a
big-
just a bleh.
I wouldn't call. I've been calling a waterfall more appropriately. It's like a sinkhole. It's
That's what
like
I'm
this
saying,
just
yeah, it's
gave
a
way.
sinkhole,
Like a
like-
whirlpool.
Like a-
No.
No.
It's
There's
not
nothing.
It's not whirlpooling. It's just going into a hole. Yeah.
Okay.
We got it. We got to do
Tie
it.
ourselves to a piece of the boat.
Luke Danny before says, "Don't ruin this for me, Brooke." Because he's getting the love from Mike Armstrong and Joe Perry right now. Taylor Secondo says, wants to know if that's a French accent. It is a French accent. So yeah. And she goes, "Oh boy, it's good. It's not bad. You know what's going? It's not like I'm a Morgan Freeman impression." Okay, so you guys are looking at the thing. You have the ropes. Are you lowering the rope? Are you going down? Are you not going down? Role play.
I jump into the sinkhole.
For what?
Seriously.
Well, as we know, everything you say actually happens, so you do it. No.
Is that the first hole we fell down?
Wait, how far? How far is
Man!
the boat from where we
Yeah.
are?
The boat was what, 50 feet down?
Can we
no,
jump
it's-
to the boat?
No, it's
No,
320 feet down.
We didn't go down another level.
We need to grappling hook or python the rope.
I'll do
to
that
the
again.
Mountain again.
Let's do that.
And
Get
then
all the ropes
lower
together.
ourselves down as fast as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so you tie them all together. You've done it already. You guys start climbing down. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, you guys start climbing down all the way. Okay, so you guys all go down the rope. You get to the bottom. You tie it off. It's fine. Jacques with you, and you guys reach the boat. And up above, you hear goblin sounds.
Strapped to the boat. Strapped to the boat.
I'm over these little
Strap to the boat.
bastards. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Everybody, tie yourself to the boat.
I start tying everybody down, myself down.
Okay, so you're all tying yourselves to the boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone roll a d20 for it because you can know what it is. If you achieve,
Yes.
you can add your dex into it. If you achieve a 3 or below, without knowing now, it's going to come right off when you go into that hole.
Good.
Good.
15.
4.
4. Okay.
4.
So,
4 is as good as a 20.
so you guys, Jacques says, "Everybody ready? Here I go! Here I go!"
Let's go.
He cuts the rope. You guys go up the boat. Goes, "Ah!" It's like you're in the Maelstrom. You can find it. Tom, no. You're in the Maelstrom, except there's no boring history about Norway.
Or is
Remember we
there?
escaped? Everyone's like, "You can just leave this." We're like- So yeah. Oh, the Maelstrom's gone. You guys, the Maelstrom turns around, and you actually go into the Maelstrom for real, and you go down, and instantly your ropes, the boat goes down, your ropes kick up, you're holding onto the ropes as much you can, and yours goes
Mine?
barely holds on.
But then I grab onto whoever's next to me.
You grab all, say Vin. You grab it. You grab it to the boat. The boat goes down. We're gonna roll a how this goes check. Here we go. So this boat is falling underground into rocks or water. We don't know. I know where it's going. We're gonna say it's 6 stages to get there. It's either gonna get there in splinters, or it's gonna arrive a-okay. Let's see what happens. We're gonna do a 1d6 roll.
Wait, are we doing an average?
No. We're gonna roll 1d6 roll. Don't roll yet. Rob, you're gonna roll me first. 6 is smooth like butter, and 1 is bang on the rock.
Oh, come on, Rob.
Here we go.
There it is. There it is.
That's the first one too. So it's like, it is like fun for a second. Go smooth. You're up next. Go ahead. 4. The boat.
Okay.
You like a boom, but it's fine. No problem.
All right, here we go.
The boat is staying together.
5.
You know what that means.
Here comes the pain.
This is the bush side of the table.
See, you guys go. Come on!
You asked for it. Jeez.
You guys go.
Sorry.
Okay, guys.
Alright, back
So you
to
guys
the
go.
point.
It goes real smooth. You guys go like this. This is you. This pen is you. Look at the pen. Here it is. That was so nice. So smooth. And then all of a sudden it goes. Whoop, bang! It crashes on the rocks. We're gonna see how bad it is. I want
that?
Steve to roll this one. Steve, roll a d20 for me. I'm gonna see how bad it is.
Steve.
Wait, do we want higher? Do we want
You
low?
want higher. 1 is more damage.
Oh, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Steve.
Do it.
Come on, Steve.
What do you roll? 4. Oh no! Okay, this boat is reinforced. I'm gonna give it 20 hit points. We're now because you rolled pretty low. I'm gonna roll 2d10. See what we do here. Here we go. A 9. Boom. Half the boat breaks off in almost 2 and 3.
Not bad.
It's down to 8 hit points left. And Vin, you
Come on,
are
Vin.
up.
Come on, Vin.
A 5.
Yeah! Coming around real fast.
The bottom left.
And 5. Yeah! All of a sudden, you guys come down. It's like Splash Mountain. You come in.
Just coast into sand.
Yeah.
No sand. You guys come out and you're in a huge, giant underground cavern that is just mammoth. Okay. You are
free.
Way to speak, man.
Here we go.
Talk early.
You guys come down. Now where you are, just to put, you don't see us right away, but just to put in perspective of you, is that horn where the goblins blew it was actually real high up. Like if this room was a giant cavern and up there was the horn goes out into this giant ass cavern, okay? In the cavern is a huge dwarven city. Ooh. The dwarven city is on your side, and there's like a bay and like a little lake, and then the water kind of pulls off to another crevasse in the middle, okay? The city now is split into 3. But there's 2 massive sections, okay? So there's one massive section on your side, and then there's a small rock, like the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, running across the entire thing, and then another massive expanse. And then in the middle, on the side, there's like kind of like another sidewalk, you know, like not sidewalk, a ledge that runs across like a mountainside, and it goes to like another area over there. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna tell you is hovering in the middle is it looks like a tower that's been like pulled out of the ground, and the tower is hovering between this whole massive city. This must go on for maybe about distance-wise, must be like 4 miles.
Wow.
From you to the other side of this cavern. And in this thing is hovering it, you can see already that you think there's actually a mind flayer or 2 in this floating tower. You can see, you can just see the squids moving even from far away. You're not surrounded by these things now. You see the city, it's bustling with dwarves. You're very confused, of course, and your boat is just kind of coming in, and you see there's other dwarves there like fishing in the water, and they look at you as you pass.
I give a little wave.
Yeah.
So they're fishing in there. There's like moss on the sides of the underground lake. So your farmers are actually picking the moss, and there's just a lot of dwarves. It's a mega city. I would just again perspective. I would say there's probably about 30,000 dwarves living in this giant ass city, and even some of the houses go into the rock on the sides and up and things like that. But you do see mind flayers in the middle. You don't know what's going on.
Here's some perspective
In the
for you.
tower, though.
In that floating tower.
The mind flayers have a dwarven army.
Okay, so you guys are in the water. Role play.
And soon us.
All right, everyone. Is everyone okay?
Look her down. He goes, "These creatures are nerds." Only Dutch says, Steve, he's a pirate, you know. You're a pirate.
Steve the pirate.
Yeah.
Justin said that. You can yell at him later. No, call Steve a pirate. Taylor asked, how far down does the sinkhole go? They don't really know. They can't measure it, but you would say...
Really far?
Yeah, a mile down, we'll put it.
Mile.
Yeah.
So that's how far we traveled.
Yeah, about 5,000 feet down. Yeah, big.
Damn.
All right.
Massive. Okay, so that is any of the questions? No questions. So, you guys are in the water. Remember, if you have ideas at home, tell us. We love ideas because it helps them. And
Please.
And in the past, we've had some people give ideas, and it literally helped save the day. So, join in.
All right.
Role play, guys.
Where the hell are we?
I don't know.
Dwarven City.
Do you have any idea?
Dwarven City run by mind flayers? Is that,
Have you ever
that's
seen
not
anything
good.
like this?
No.
Wait, do I know what a mind flayer is?
I think you've heard your father, who's an adventurer, talk about them. So that's it. You've never seen one in the flesh,
Okay.
in the squid flesh.
Do I know? I kind of have an idea of what they are. Then I was.
You know they have like some kind of magic to them, but you don't know anything else.
Damien, do you think you can... Damien. Botorius, do you think you could speak to some of these dwarves and find out what's going on?
I don't know if we want to speak to them. We might just avoid them altogether.
I don't know how we're gonna avoid them. It's
Well,
a
they've
giant
already seen
city.
us.
No,
Yeah.
we're in the boat and we're in the river. Maybe
just been seen
maybe
by
the river
two.
just
Some
continues.
have seen us already,
Yeah.
Where are we?
Just passing through.
but
You have no
we're-
idea.
We're,
You've
we're
never.
down from where we were before. We're lower.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
Jacques looks up.
We used to be up there.
Anyone
now
any
we're
idea
down here.
what the city is?
You're like,
Okay.
He goes, oh, shit, this must be like Ironstone. It's Ironstone.
Ironstone.
Yes, they're like known for like one of the strongest armor and weapons. I never thought that would come here. Wow.
Well, that's
Anwar sells some of them. Some of the dwarves go down and they get it.
What the hell the mind flayer have to
Dwarven
do with it,
weapons,
though?
you say?
I have no idea.
Okay,
armor.
so I want to go to this dwarven weapon shop here. Let's do that. That's what I want to do.
Yes, there's a huge mine somewhere in it. Like it's gigantic.
I want to check to make sure I still have the rod casing and the
yes,
the pouch
yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
You guys are pretty good. You 5s and 4s and just the 1-1. Thanks, Brooke.
Well, that's what you get when you take my mic off mute.
Maybe we should speak to one of these dwarves.
find out if he's controlled by a
A mind flayer?
squid monster.
Are these evil dwarves?
No, probably not. But the mind flare monsters, the squid monster guy, they're generally evil.
How far away are they from us?
Taylor, I can't tell him that.
Not that you want to classify an entire species of creatures as something as morally construct as good or evil, but in general, yeah.
One
Mind
bad
flare, there are a lot of bad apples.
No, they're bad apples.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I think it's worth us trying to find out if we can, just by, I don't know, some sort of simple conversational gambit as to whether
how close is the closest
whether these
should do
dwarves
that.
are controlled by the mind flayer. to us.
And there's probably about
Just to know what kind of bad situation we've gotten ourselves into.
in this whole underground lake. There's probably about 10 or 12 boats out there with dwarves on them, and they're just fishing.
Does it look like the lake or the river or whatever the hell we're floating in leads out anywhere from this cave?
It eventually goes out into the crevasse. And it just goes down. Yeah, it drops.
Drop.
But it's not. It's so flat here, and it apparently there's not much of a pull. But you are like slowly drifting that way, but it would take a while.
Here's a question for you. Do we have any ability to control the flow of the direction of this boat?
Do we have oars?
Oars or a rudder?
No, you don't have any other oars anymore.
So I guess we gotta lean over the side.
That's
and
been
start
lost.
paddling.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you have enough people
So,
to make to move over.
Maybe then.
can we talk to one of these dwarves in the
Yeah.
boat?
Let's get to shore.
They
I
don't
don't.
seem too threatening.
Yeah, why don't we...
Just a note. Just DM note. DM note. You now know where the sinkhole goes.
Great.
Okay.
To Ironstone.
Just a little note. You now know where the sinkhole goes. Last week you didn't know where the sinkhole goes. Now you know where it goes.
And if the rod was thrown down there,
Well, the rod was thrown at that's...
That's all I'm gonna say.
it was thrown down in water,
Yes.
Oh.
and
well,
all water goes
didn't
down,
we
all
know-
water seeks its level.
Didn't our buddy go down that same sinkhole?
Yes,
Yes, it
All
did.
the loot.
So I tell you what we're gonna do right now. So the loot fell down the sinkhole. Okay.
Yeah.
Now if he's dead, which he could be, he would be lying on probably the edge of that, floating in the water right there. And it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that he would be there.
maybe like an hour.
And you would.
You look a little too
If
calm.
even that.
Right. So you're going to decide if he's dead or if he survived it right now. We're going to do the same roll, 26.
I can just decide? Like,
No.
No, he's dead.
You can, oh, okay. You're all going to roll.
Yeah, he's dead.
You're all going to roll 1d6s. If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, we'll say 3 times. He's dead. Just even odds.
He's dead. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
3 times.
Everybody roll. One at a
We
time.
want to roll low.
2.
2.
2.
Ooh.
Come on, one more.
Oh, it's
Oh, sorry.
he's probably dead.
Sorry.
6.
4.
Should
Oh,
I
that
roll
was
again?
drama.
I'm stupid.
No, that's good.
I
That's
rolled
good.
a 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Tom.
5! Oh! He
guys.
lives another day! Wow! That
Damn it.
is amazing.
Damn it. It was
So
50,
do
50
we
shots,
see
you know?
him or?
You don't see if he was dead. You'd see him.
He'd be floating.
You're
No,
like-
but I mean, he's still got to be hurt. You got to bust
you
it up.
feel like that. No, if he even got hurt or dead, he would have been made out the end. It would just washed him out. You don't see him.
Damn.
Wow. Totally in your hands. It just didn't work.
He loves it.
What about
Unreal.
Bludgy? Is
Just
Bludgy down
unreal.
here too?
Bludgy could be anywhere in the world.
It was a different sinkhole. We're just hoping that that sinkhole led to this.
Bludgy went down the original sinkholes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He
So
went after the rod.
He went after the rod.
he went right. He went the round after the rod. So
Right.
6 seconds after the rod, he
He
was
could
there.
still be falling with the rod.
He could have it.
Well, that was
Yeah.
like
He could be king by now.
a week ago.
It could be a really
So
big hole.
I got a question while we're on the subject of the rod and the crystals.
Yes.
The shard that I picked up. What color was it?
That's a good question. I was hoping you were going to ask that.
You said it
earlier.
was. You gave
No,
it
he didn't
color.
say.
No.
he
What was
didn't
the
say-
question?
No, he
What
did
said-
not.
he just
color
said it was a
crystal
pebble.
is.
Oh, it's yellow. Yellow. But it's a speck. It's a speck.
Still.
A speck.
What?
I got a.
Joe Perry says, unbelievable! And Luke Cardani says, tickle all adversaries. Works for me.
Good to know. Good to know.
Tails Secondo says, is Mandarin... It's Maridin down there. That's Taylor's old character. I can't tell you. So,
Yes.
can't tell you.
That's a shame.
Taylor just said, damn. Guarantee it. Damn!
Stop metagaming.
She's trying to make metagames. She's asking some pretty good questions.
Sneaky.
Okay, so if you guys are joining, the group has just fallen into an underground cavern with a dwarven city that's apparently run by these evil mind flayer wizards, or they're just hanging out in the sky, like looking over. They don't know what's going on.
Mind flayer psionicists.
Psionicists or wizards.
Psionicists.
Welcome to Andaria, buddy.
Are
Welcome to Andaria.
we on shore?
Oh,
Yeah, we on the
I thought you
shore,
were paddling to another boat, but yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to go to shore, you go to shore.
Can we paddle to another boat so he can speak
Either or.
to...
Another boat.
I vote
So
both.
Damien can speak to one of the dwarves in the boat
Oh,
So we can get kind of a sense of
before
like,
we get on land.
hey, are these guys in control of their own minds?
All right.
Okay, you roll over to another boat, and I take it you're speaking.
Hello over there.
Aye. He speaks common.
How's the fishing today?
Fine. Where you come from, man? War?
Yes.
You come the dangerous way.
Yeah, unfortunately. Any other?
What's the
He's just he's just fishing. He's just like
Have you seen any other strangers around today?
Or in the last week.
I have, yes.
Ah.
Another fellow just came over here.
Oh, what direction did he go in?
He headed off to the town, I think.
Just out of curiosity, where is the less dangerous way?
Oh. Well, some people try to walk down. It's pretty dangerous at some points, but not as dangerous as that.
I'd like to go back not that way.
He goes, he points over here, and you see there are
Stairs.
other tunnels of water coming down, but they're not as big as that one.
Okay.
And then you see on the side, there are actually like weird
It's a
steps
giant
and ledges
exit sign.
that you could have went up all the way to the top where the horn was.
Ah, okay.
It's a long way up, though. Like, you see how you would do it, but it's very, very long.
Exit.
Yeah. Right.
Neon sign.
No.
The-
About whether they're.
Why are you guys
Can you
here?
ask them about that
Are you
again?
from? Are you you looking for what? Metal and iron?
Yeah, we're looking for metal.
Sure. Yeah.
But honestly, we got lost when we were coming down from Anwar. We didn't intend to come to Ironstone. Our captain took a wrong path on the river. We crashed. And crashed some more. We were very relieved to see such a great city.
Well, shouldn't be too relieved because the last 2 weeks these disgusting creatures showed up.
Oh.
They brought some sort of dragon with them. They started going into the mines and mining for, I don't know, gems and crystals and such.
Oh boy. A dragon, you said.
So they got a dragon. The dragon's all looks like his eyes are all colored. He flew down. We didn't know what was happening, but he didn't attack anyone. He just went right down to the mines. A couple of mine flayers of these creatures went with them, and then they took one of the buildings right out of the ground, and they floated up to the top, and they sit there all day. And if anyone does anything that they don't like, they throw them over the crevasse.
Oh, jeez.
What would something be that they don't like?
Well, we all got our weapons when we saw the dragon and rushed towards the mines as best we could, and they started firing lightning bolts on us. And some people started grabbing their heads and just screaming and running off into the crevasse and jumping off.
Oh.
So now we're just living our lives, and we don't know what they're doing, but we kind of let them have at the mine, and
Hopefully they'll leave soon.
yeah. But they have the mine. They have all of our miners pretty much just mining for them, and you know,
Where's the mine?
the king doesn't know what to do. So I don't know.
Where is that mine?
Oh, you see the crevasse? Well, right in the middle of it. You can get over there by like a ledge. There's a giant cave over there, and it goes into a huge vein of iron that will probably go on for miles and miles and miles.
Impressive.
Yeah, my father was a miner here. I went more into farming and such. It's a good thing I didn't go into the mining, because I might be in there with my brain melted out of my face.
All right.
I'm glad to hear that you're not.
So,
Yes.
this dragon you speak of, what color was it?
Red.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, well. All right.
I never seen a dragon before, and I never want to see it again.
I can understand that.
I leave for my family's here, my cousins are here, my whole clan is here. And plus, who wants to go below with the drow and all the other creatures living in the dark?
Think about going up.
Oh man, I don't want to go up there. Anwar is a terrible place. Everyone,
place.
it's a silly place. Knights at the round table. Anwar, everyone's out there just searching for stupid coins and gold and riches, and people on the overworld, they la-di-da, look at me, I live under the sun.
Yeah.
No,
That's not what they say.
that's what they all say.
Some of them do, pretty much. All right. Thank you, and just try and keep your head down. Be safe. And we
If you
will-
want to take my advice, don't stay too long. Just sneak your way out. You can go over the bridge, head out to the other side of the cave, and there's a downgrade there, and you can take that all the way down. It's a long, long journey, a few days, but you'll eventually get down to where the drow are, and there's some Duer colonies down there, and but there's creatures lurking everywhere you go, so just be careful.
It really doesn't sound much safer down there than it does up here.
I take Duger and even Drow over a red dragon. And
I don't know about the drow part, but
I know. I know. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
What is your
Quick.
name?
I'm Duncan.
Thank you, Duncan.
Duncan, I
Sure.
have a quick question before we go.
Yes.
Aside from any strangers that
Oh,
you've seen,
Yeah! And he catches it with the fish.
Good
All
one.
right.
Good one.
nice job.
So be.
All right.
Oh, you going to eat that fish? Well, maybe I can have some of that fish. He goes, no, my fish.
You worked hard on the fish.
Okay.
Aside from any of the strangers that you've seen here today, have you seen any other kind of items that were mysterious looking to you show up on the shores, or anyone speaking about strange item?
Not that I've seen. I'm not out here every single day. But today I saw that one guy. That was the biggest part of my day until now.
on a scale of like, let's say 1 being like perfectly healthy, best shape of his life, 10 looking really, really messed up. How bad was it?
He looked pretty hurt.
Out of game. So you guys rolled like almost dead.
Yeah.
So he's like 2/3, in the bucket. So back in game.
He looked pretty bad. Pretty sure that I think he had either a broken arm or something.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's find him.
Okay.
You can still hear the dragon from time to time.
That's scary. All right.
Do you know which way he went into the town?
No, I have no idea.
No, I mean like where?
I didn't really look too much.
Okay.
Kind of told us.
Where is he now?
Samuel Pete says, I think you all need to go to the local tavern and have a drink.
He doesn't like creatures that live under the
Samuel
sun.
Pete says, yeah, 1 being totally healthy and 10 being the bar. So let's go to the bar.
It does sound like the right
So let's.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We should head to the tavern.
We definitely should get to land at least.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pick
Okay,
up
so
the tracks.
you guys just start swimming over, wherever you got, and you eventually get to the side, and it's just like moss and rock, pretty much.
Is it peat moss?
Yes.
It's Kate Moss.
No, no one can survive off that.
What a cave moss. Okay, so you guys get onto land. You see other people around, like farming the area. Men and women both have beards, and everybody has beards. Even a little child.
The dwarves have beards.
Papa, Papa.
He's got a big beard. So you guys walk on, and you see the outskirts of the town. Probably approaches. If you walk up to it, it's probably like a 5-minute walk. Is that where you go or no?
Yeah.
Let's head to the
Go.
What?
You say no? Oh, he says go. Okay, so you guys. I thought you said no.
Let's go.
So you guys start walking into the town, and you look immediately in the outskirts. You see a tavern that is probably where all the farmers go. You can even tell the people outside look like they're all like farmers and people in the outskirts. And I'm gonna let you guys name the tavern because that's a fun here. We have an audio dungeon. Whoever gets the best name in the next 10 seconds, I will give a 10-second break for everyone at home. So coming now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Those are fast
1.
10
Well, we don't want to
seconds.
wait too long. Give me the best name you got for the tavern. Go.
Oh, jeez.
The crouching goblin.
I don't think dwarves want to name the Crouching Goblin. I say no on that.
Mossigia.
Luke Cordani says it's Kate Moss.
Right.
The leaky tankard.
Butchie's Beer House.
Butchie's beer.
Ah.
It's pretty good. Butchie.
I actually like that.
Okay, Butchie's Beer House, that's it.
Alright, fine.
Butchie's
So-
Beer House.
Dungeon of Doom, says Samuel. Samuel is all in right now. Get to the tavern. Call the Dungeon of Doom.
We're not going to
Go drink in the Dungeon of Doom.
I'll tell you what, you guys walk.
Oh, he's got a better one.
So, the Tavern of Tasty. Tasty. You guys, I'll tell you what, I'm going to appease everybody. You guys walk up and you see Butchie's Beer House. Luke Cordani says the O Schnaps. The O Schnaps. These are all good names. So you guys walk up, you see Butchie's Beer House, and next to it you see a CD place called the Dungeon of Doom, where there's like dwarves hanging out. Hey! Hi, elf! Come in the Dungeon of Doom!
That's definitely the Dungeon of Doom.
No, thank you.
Come on, it's so doomy! You can come inside and do me!
Oh my god. This is all we needed.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
I laughed so hard I went dizzy.
Never go full dizzy.
I'll pass. All right, onto the beer house.
Onto the beer house.
Right
Okay,
past
so
the
you,
Doom, right past the Dungeon.
so you avoid that. You avoid that and you walk on to... Lou's laughing. You walk on to the Butch's Beer House and you go inside. There's dwarves hanging out. They're farmers. They're all different kinds of tradespeople mostly. You don't really see any guards or anything like that.
see anyone we recognize.
You don't see anyone you recognize. No, not yet. You look around and people just sit at the bar. The tables are all made of stone. They're actually just stone up. They built up. And the bar is made up of like iron. Looks like they fashioned it. There's no wood in this bar.
Interesting.
There's no trees.
I go up to the bar.
You go up to the bar. You walk up. You see it's a guy. He's got his sleeves rolled up like I do.
Hello.
What are you?
My name is Hogar.
What are you?
I'm a half giant.
My word. By the Dwarven King. What's the other half? Yeah, that's a good question. What is the other half?
Human.
Wow. He sees the rest of you. He goes,
An elf!
Yeah.
You're not Drow. Where are you from?
Well, we came from Anwar, and we.
Oh. You're down here for weapons and armor?
Yes.
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 yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We're looking for
for Taylor.
a friend.
Emily says the perfect name,
Yes.
the Dizzy Dwarf.
Oh.
Good.
That's good. Oh, that's great, Emily. Actually, it's fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
You know what? That's going to be the bar on the other side, the Dizzy Dwarf.
This is like the north end of Forest Avenue. There's just bars everywhere.
Yeah.
Taylor Sakano said he's in the loot is in the Dungeon of Doom doing the dudes.
Yeah.
And
He might be.
It's fine, you know. Hey.
and there's a question here: how tall is a half giant? Half giant, you are 7 feet tall, I believe,
7
right?
feet tall.
Yeah, you're pretty tall. Okay, so
He goes, well, I'll tell you what. One on the house.
Wow, thank you.
All right. We're looking for a friend.
It's made of roots.
Okay.
I call it root beer.
Man.
oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
We're looking for a friend.
Oh, okay. What's it look like?
He's
He's a human.
Human.
he plays
human-
music.
He's badly hurt.
He was hurt. Yes.
Yeah.
One guy stands up and goes, I saw somebody running through town before, and he was seemed to be really badly hurt, and he was in a hurry. He ran right to the center of town.
All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's at the center of town?
The bridge.
The bridge. The
Oh.
bridge to.
Well, yeah, the mind players too. They're in that stupid our watchtower hanging up in the middle of the air.
Oh crap.
Did they ever come down?
They fly out of it. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
And one guy goes, yeah, I'm terrified. Yeah, however, I'm terrified.
So wait, just to clarify, what's this bridge at the center of town?
It's a bridge that pretty much connects the whole town across.
Does
It's
it
not
go
that
to
wide.
Terabithia?
It's probably about like 10 feet
Oh,
width.
it's the stone bridge. Okay.
Just
all right.
stone, yeah.
All right.
Looks like they constructed it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you drink your root beer. You probably don't like it, or maybe you do. I don't know. Decide if you like it now. Raise your hand if you like it. If only life was that easy. He's like, no. Okay,
Probably not.
the rest of you think it's interesting.
It's the second alcoholic drink my character's ever had.
That's right. They don't realize that you're just a kid. So, what do you guys do? You had your root beer. You liked it. You talk. You have a good time. You actually take a breather for the first time in a while. You're not being chased. What do you want to do?
It's a nice feeling.
Let's go to the center of town.
I don't know. That's a good idea.
I don't know if we're ready to fight these mind creatures.
We're not.
They might not notice us.
It's true. It
Maybe
sounds
we
like they're
should
not here for
avoid the
us.
center of town then. If we want to avoid them.
But we have to, if we're going to try and find our friend and catch up with him, then we're going to have to go to the center of town because he's probably also fleeing.
Is anybody else standing around us right now?
Yeah, some of them are listening because they think it's so interesting.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
Is he with the mind flayers?
We don't know.
How do we know?
Yes, I can't answer that with any.
But
degree.
maybe.
I
Well,
hope
let's
not.
go. Let's go look for him then.
Just to clarify, Tom is saying he has no idea.
Right.
Not that he won't answer that.
Yes. I literally cannot because I do not know.
What's the plan here? Are we up?
If we find him.
Okay.
Let's go.
Should we?
I think we need to check out what's going on. At least get a lay of the land a little bit. Let's make our way to the middle. Maybe we can get a look inside the mine from a very far distance.
Is there any?
Let's get some cloaks.
Before we leave, I want to speak to the bartender and ask if there's any place that we can stay up for the night if we had to rest and get some sleep safely.
Yeah, sure.
The bar is also an inn.
Oh, okay. So we can stay here.
Most likely.
Yeah, fine. What do you want to do? Sam says, who is leading this party?
It's supposed to be
Hogar.
All right. Well, let's go to the center of town.
So you guys leaving or are you staying?
Leaving.
No, we're gonna go to the center of town.
Okay, so you guys get out there and you start walking through the town. Everyone's looking at you, especially the half giant. They're like, "What is this?"
If we see a shop
You do.
where we can get,
You do. Not right away. Probably a few minutes in, and you see there is a shop where they're selling like cloaks and clothes and things like that.
yeah, so
Okay, you guys stop in. We'll make this really quick. Do you have money on you?
yeah,
I do not.
Okay. So you could basically get what you need for 2 silver to get like a cloak that fits you. You will have to get 2 cloaks together, so it'll be 4 silver for you.
Cloak?
If you're looking for something to conceal yourself, unless you want something else.
I have.
Dan's just gonna buy a
I'm just moving it fast. We're not.
Yeah.
People aren't watching us shop for cloaks here.
I get a cloak for the little guy too.
Okay. Are you getting anything else? Anything else you want in the clothes?
Clothes wise, no.
Am I getting a cloak?
You don't have to get anything. He made a suggestion. No one disagreed with him. What do you want from the place? Anything?
I don't have any money.
I don't have any money.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
1
not
silver.
getting anything. I have no money.
Oh, why do I guess I have all the money? Okay. I will buy everyone cloaks. 2, 6,
I'd rather
8,
you bought me a better sword.
10. This is a clothing store.
Emily
12, 14.
Emily Dell says, I repeat, there's this girl named 11 and she likes Eggos. She can help you audio dungeon.
Yes.
Okay, so did you buy?
I bought everyone cloaks, him 2 cloaks.
Okay,
So that's
and
4.
Jacques. No, Jacques has his own money. Jacques pulls out his money. Okay, so you guys put on just like these grayish cloaks, just to kind of so you blend in the crowd a little bit. It helps. You're huge, so everyone close by sees you, but like from a distance, which is what you're hoping. At least you don't stick out so bad.
It's not that
Okay.
scary.
Okay, so you guys are walking through.
Thank you.
Thank you, Finn.
You guys arrive to the bridge.
No problem.
It takes you.
Get jobs.
It takes you about 15 minutes to get to the bridge, walking directly to it. You get there, and you see there's actually a ledge with like these makeshift railings, just made of stone, and that leads all the way to the mine. And there's miners and other people like walking back and forth. It's wide enough just to hold like 2 people. You see the same thing on the other side, and the bridge also right in front of you is about 10 feet wide and goes out across, and you hear the dragon moaning in the distance as you get closer to the mine.
Oh my goodness. That's not good.
Are there any guards in this town? Do we see like armed guards?
Funny enough, like I told you before, you don't see any guards. You still don't see any guards.
Okay.
How far is the easy way down from where we are right now?
Say it one more time. Sorry.
How far is the easy way down from where we are right now near the mines?
Easy way down. The mines are on the same level as
the
you.
one that
You
we
can just
were
walk
told
over to
about.
it.
No, the one that he was referring to.
Oh,
the
the
stairs.
boat?
The boat guy.
That's
told
all
us.
the way back the opposite way,
Yeah, that direction.
and it's not really the easy way. It's
It's easier.
But it's in the other
easier than what you did.
direction.
It's less dangerous. Yeah.
So let's get to the center of town as fast as we can here. Let's chop it up.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Okay, you near the center. Are you walking across the bridge or not?
Yeah.
Or are you going towards the mine? You only have 2 choices right now.
Oh,
I want to go to the bridge.
Yeah, if we gotta
Well, the
go
bridge
to the
takes
bridge.
us to the
I mean, we're
center.
And there's people going back and forth, wagons and things like that. So it's not like just you.
Don't we want to go to the center of town?
we do, but we just gotta stick out like sore thumbs. But
Yeah,
we got no
why do-
choice.
Oh, if it's cool clothes now.
Yeah, but we also walking with a 7-foot guy.
What are we gonna do
I'm not.
when we find the loot? What are we gonna do?
Kill him.
Kill him.
In the middle of town under the flares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chill.
He's an outsider. They won't stand up for him.
Austin Cruz says the 11 and Elf, the Elven 11. Actually, that sounds like the name of an epic superhero group made up of all elves. The 11 elves. The Elven 11 have arrived. Rejoice.
Oceans Elven.
The Elveven.
Sam goes, cough, cough, the easy way.
Yeah.
Not the easy way. Yeah, it would be so terrible to actually make your way down. Okay, so you guys go across the bridge. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys get into the middle, and you're standing there. I'm now going to make it a roll just for me, guys. Just for me.
Like I said,
Just
sore thumbs.
for me. Oh no. Okay. Well, let's see what they do about it. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So you're under watchful eyes. You feel. You look across, and you could see now. Remember, you're looking across the chasm. You know, the short part of the chasm, because it's runs this way to you, and you look across into the mine. You see the mine is huge. It's very large. There's dwarves coming in and out like crazy, and in the far distance, you could see the dragon actually like literally like moving around
Oh, you gotta be
in
kidding
the distance, like going back and forth. You don't know. You can't tell what he's doing. It's like he's in our shadow, and every once in a while you see fire. When it lights up, you get a glimpse of him, and then goes back silent again. He's doing other stuff. If there's any mind flayers in there, you're not sure what they're doing. You don't see them.
All right.
I'm actively looking for the loot.
What if the loot is protected by these mind flayers?
Then we got a problem.
Why,
yes.
why else would he run to the center of town,
Maybe
seeing
he-
that that's where they are?
Probably
I
was
was
hoping
For
for
healing, perhaps?
Or maybe he's just trying to get out of the town, and you have to go through it to get out.
Okay.
Or
Well, we
he's
continue
looking
across the
for help.
bridge.
We're actually looking for help too.
I'm continuing across the bridge.
Okay. You continue across the bridge, and you come up what appears to be some sort of barracks. And there's nobody in the barracks.
On the other side.
Yeah, you complete the bridge. You go on the other side. The city is roughly about the same size as the prior side, and there's a barracks right there when you exit the bridge.
It's like an open building.
No, it's closed, but you can see through it. You can see into it.
It's like a
And it's
shanty.
empty.
I guess so.
I open the door.
Yeah, I try. Oh, I was gonna try to override.
You open the door. You look inside.
I go in. I wanna
Empty.
Go in. I go in.
You go in. Okay, empty.
I'm looking for weapons.
You go in looking for weapons. It's pretty much cleaned out. You see, there's actually a couple of like tables in there, and everything's just like flipped over. And the tables are really heavy, by the way. They're all made of like some sort of metal.
All right. I don't know. I was just looking for weapons.
Any other buildings?
There are not
the
two
barracks?
dragons, Joe Perry. There's only one.
All right.
It's a little freaky.
Let's
I'm just
continue
gonna throw
on.
it out there.
Where's
Let's
this?
move on, I guess.
Where's this road?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Where's this road lead to then?
So it looks like it leads right back into. You're still on like the main road. It leads back into the other side of the city, the symmetrical opposite almost. And you're just pretty much just passing the mine.
Do we see any guards as we're walking?
Nope.
No
guards.
guards.
There are no guards. Something that you
Just very odd.
Yeah.
expect.
Yes, very strange. Where's all the fighters?
Well, the,
They've
all the
been
warriors.
dead. Probably.
Perhaps.
Or enslaved.
What we got here?
As you're standing there, all of a sudden,
Here it comes.
loot.
you catch. I'll let you perceive it first because you're an elf, and your elven eyes see it.
Elven eyes.
And in the corner of your vision, you see a mind flare flying, very much like the Magneto hover. It's just like coming over. You're not sure if he's coming towards you guys or not. He's coming in your general direction, but you can't tell if it's pinpointed on you or not.
Oh my god.
So. All right. So, okay, just make sure I understand. We're in front of the barracks right now.
You're in front of the barracks. You've just finished crossing over the bridge, and you could continue walking on, or you could even make a left and go down to where the mines are, and on their side of it, you could walk along the
I go
ledge.
a right away from the mines,
Okay,
and
along the crevasse.
like if I do a diagonal right, like into the
Oh, you're just gonna just dip off the road.
hoping
Yeah.
right that this mind flare is going towards the mines and not towards the us.
And not towards our mind.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay,
let's all
so
follow
Sam,
Finn.
Sam asks, are there any staircases? There are no staircases nearby. Some of these, before I was telling you guys that there are residential, like there's houses on the sides, and those have staircases up like into like, you know, they're living literally within the mountain. And those have stairs. You can see that from anywhere. There's no stairs going down the crevasse. There's no stairs going into the mines. If there's something inside you don't know, you can't really see much. That was a good question, just seeing what's going on. And that's that. So you try to go off to the side. Do you say it out loud that you're doing that?
No, I just go.
Okay, so you guys looking and understanding,
Just
and
kinda follow him.
you guys go over. I'll make a roll. Okay, you see the mind flayer kind of stops right by the barracks, kind of just floats there, and you guys just like walk into the town. Doesn't seem to be taking any direct action to you.
Thank God.
All right. I don't know, but when I get approximately as far away from it as I felt like when I stopped hearing the squid language down, above in the caves,
Yeah.
I go. There was a mind flare coming down to us, and I think he was trying to figure out why we were in those barracks. Right. So we have to be careful about like what we're doing. when we're in the public eye, because we have already possibly been noticed.
Okay, you guys are like zigzagging through the streets a little bit, right?
Yes.
You catch someone running behind you, not a mind flare. You catch someone right behind you for a second, and you kind of lose them for in the next second, and all of a sudden, you see two dwarves, run up, and they have cloaks like over their head a little bit, just trying to run fast, and you see Duncan is right behind them, and he runs up to probably the last one in the party. I will say it is, it's Brooke. He runs up to you. And he like kind of grabs you, but like not out of a threatening way. And he's like, "Hurry, follow me!" And he runs over. He darts through one of the alleyways. And they all Duncan just like goes like this. You run over.
Okay.
What is happening?
Do you follow?
Yes.
Yeah, if he's
I follow.
pushing hard, yeah.
Follow.
Well, yeah. He just kind of grabs you and then
me.
it goes. Yeah. So they run through these zigzag, all obnoxious ways through. It looks like he's trying to lose somebody. And it comes in. All of a sudden, he comes into it's like a back door. He moves like a heavy rock to the side, and he's like points down and below.
All right, I'm in.
I go.
Me too.
Okay, you guys go down real quick, and right when you
I
get
go real quick. I go very, very hesitantly quick.
and right when you get in there, you hear and he closes the rock on top. You guys are in pure darkness underneath one of the buildings.
Great.
Is this better?
Can
You
they
don't know. all of a sudden you see a little light. It's like the size of a cigarette.
Yes.
I can't see shit. Anybody else see anything?
No.
You
I have, low light
I don't have any
low
more
light?
torches on me.
or dark. I don't
You
know.
have dark.
Whatever dwarves have.
dark vision.
You need dark vision right now. Who's got it?
I do.
I guess I do.
You do.
Damien does.
We have.
What do my dwarf eyes see?
Okay, you look around and you see you're in like one room. There's like steps like going down here a little bit, and it walks immediately into another room.
So
And Duncan's not with us
we're in a
anymore.
room.
Nobody's with you.
what I do is
I tell you all.
I pull out a torch and I light the torch.
Hey, these guys are so smart.
Novel idea.
No one even had to help
we
you.
all have torches, right? That's great.
We do.
That's great.
Like, what the hell are you guys waiting for?
You pull a torch out and you start walking
I
through, I
didn't
guess,
need
or
it, so I was just looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start walking through.
there's another doorway, no door, and then you walk to another room and there's another doorway there. It's a bit of a catacomb. You start walking through, and you just basically hear the same kind of wind that you're kind of hearing now.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I would never get excited. I'll never get excited. Get worried.
All right.
I mean, we're out of the eye
Let's
of the
just
mind flayer.
Take a pause before we go exploring. Right? We met Duncan for
30 seconds.
3 minutes.
Everything you hear in game.
Right. And we just trusted him. And now he's put us in a tube.
It sounds like a dragon's lair.
But he doesn't have any reason to hurt
This
us.
kid is too small for a dragon.
This tunnel is, but maybe where it leads out isn't.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, maybe we just assumed that because he was giving us information that he wasn't under the thumb.
But why not just hurt us up there?
We were perhaps a little rash in following him.
Why
we're
not make
kinda
an example of us?
I don't think so.
We're kind of stuck in this situation as it is. So
Not really.
if the mind flayers wanted us, and these guys were under control of the mind flayers,
Right.
I
Yeah.
think they would have just scooped us up and brought us.
Maybe.
And for everyone to see,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have. This is.
Would have hustled
Yeah.
us and bustled us around town through
yeah.
alleyways.
So you guys are talking as you're walking through, just like a maze back and forth.
Right.
You're like, where the hell am I going? And you walk up, and all of a sudden you hear footsteps come up.
front or behind?
It's a loop.
No, it's from in front of you. And you see it's a dwarf. And he goes, "Aye, you're the newcomers.
We are.
Yes.
Duncan is a friend of us. He said he saw you came in. We tried to get you out, the mind flayers. One was following you already.
Thank you.
Follow me."
Yes.
We don't have much of a choice.
I guess not.
We're locked in behind us.
You guys go in, and all of a sudden you start seeing a light coming up, and there is like a fire pit, and you see there's maybe like 12 dwarves in the room, all chilling out. They have weapons on the sides, armor, all different things. They're all just like chilling out there, and they look like warriors.
I was gonna just ask.
They look like the warriors of the town. Got shivers when I said that. Look like warriors. So,
Oh yeah.
Sam Burgess before said, Torch Man!
Or they.
Torchman.
He did it.
Wait, hey, warriors!
So they're all sitting there and they look like they've been through a lot. Like they've been fighting forever. All of a sudden you see a dwarf come in. He's a little bit bigger than the rest. And he's coming up. And he has not a crown, but he's got like the tiara. But the male version of the tiara, right?
TRO.
Diadem?
Yes.
So he's wearing the diadem, and he like kind of walks up, and his armor is really cool. Actually, looks like either ancestral or very royal, something like that. And he walks up, and he has like a giant slash in his face, and some other like scrapes and things like that. He goes, "Welcome. I am Kalio. I am the Prince of Ironstone."
Your Highness. Well, thank you for your warm welcome.
Thank you for rescuing us.
Yeah. I look to him to see like what the appropriate bow kneel response is.
I take a guess and I.
Everybody looks around when they hear that. Someone pull their weapons out. He goes, "Go check on it." You see three of them get up. They run off. You came from above.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you came to Ironstone at a poor time, but we need help. And if you're here, you're better with us, and you might as well help out a bit. You help me, perhaps I can help you get out of this town safely.
All right. Help you do what?
These creatures came into the city about 2 weeks ago. They enslaved as many men as they could. Whoever was hiding or off duty at the time. Whoever was hiding at the time or off duty at the time.
Poor guardsman.
Managed to escape. We have a bunch of splinter cells out everywhere, but there's not many of us. We're trying to gather enough men, see if we can take them out. There's only 6 mind flayers in the whole city, but if you face them, that's more than enough. We have no way of getting up there. We need to get a man up there, and we need to get the ones out of the mines. There's always 2 in there. We figured that maybe if we get enough weapons to the dwarves in the mines, we can maybe take the 2. And then the others will have to check. And then maybe we take the next one.
Right. Bottleneck them. Okay.
So, help me get to my men. And I'll help you.
We have some experience working in mines.
Yes, I do.
Oh, yes, we do.
Now we to one another, he points to another guy. Another guy gets up and runs off. They take over your mind, and they'll send the ones you love in. You'll think they're trying to help you, and they're coming after you. You never know what's going to happen down here.
So they know you're down here.
They know we're somewhere. Okay, listen. I know it looks like you've been through a lot. Why don't you rest? Follow my men down here, and we also have a couple other newbies that just came in. Maybe you can can help them out too. You can join up.
We have a problem of ourselves too. Maybe there's something else you can help us with.
What's that?
We're looking for somebody.
Also new to the town.
Who?
A human. Came down. He was pretty banged up.
Looks
Possibly
like
a broken arm.
A bard, assassin, kind of guy.
I haven't seen any bar, but there is a human inside. Yeah.
Goes by the name of the Loot.
I don't know his name.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Oh.
All right.
Was he hurt? This person? Did they come? Did they show up today?
The only thing I talked to him briefly. He was pretty hurt when we saw him, but he said he was trying to get something back, looking for some kind of magical thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's not to be trusted.
Where is he?
well, so far he said he's going to help us.
Well, he's. What do I know about the dwarves and their allegiances?
These dwarves, nothing. Dwarves are usually obviously whatever you know about dwarves is correct. They're traditional. They're stubborn. They suit themselves. They don't trust easily, but they're desperate.
Well, he works for the Queen. He's an assassin for the Queen.
Listen, right now, if he's going to help us get this city back, he could work for a demon for all I care.
He's going to try and kill us when we go in there.
Listen, go inside and talk to him.
Maybe we can put aside our differences to get the help.
He wants to
need.
kill us.
I understand.
Where is he?
My guards are
It's
with
us
him. They're
and
not
him.
going to do anything. He's not going to do anything. Relax. Okay? Get in there. We'll get you some food. We'll talk in a few hours.
Besides, all of his accidents really were inflicted by himself. You know, other than the fall part. You know, with the,
You walk in talking about how it really wasn't your fault. My gun was just aimed in that right direction, and I happened to just knock him off. Dolores says, "Get your weapon." Samuel says, "Is there no wizard that can fireball literally everyone?" So right now, Tom's the only wizard in the group, and he
No
is
fireball yet.
not at fireball level. You're at 2, level 2. Yeah, they're in over the hedge right now.
We're babies.
Yes. And by the way, they made this choice in the sandbox to go down. They chose to do this right away instead of wait a little longer. But
That's it.
So far,
hey, we're not dead yet.
you're not doing bad. Everyone is alive. You're here.
Not dead yet.
Okay, so okay, we're gonna wrap up very soon. But you guys walk into a couple of more rooms, and you see his old torches up. And you walk into a room, and you see some guards just hanging out. And then you see a human sitting on the floor. And you guys walk in. He stands up. Hello, everybody. I haven't seen you in a while. And you see Bludgy is there, standing out with the eye patch.
Oh, shit.
And that is where we stop.